How's that DK trivia? That DK trivia was good. So the event at Nintendo New York was very, very sweet, right? For the trivia, it was honestly like all the basic stuff that I already knew, you know, because I played this game like 4 times already. It was stuff like what wears the tie? Donkey Kong. Who wears the hat? Diddy Kong. What is Donkey Kong wearing? A tie. Frick, it's stuff like that. But then we got to the part where it's a little. It's like, okay, it's a little challenging. What does Diddy Kong do when he's propelling you up in the air? He's actually using his barrel jet. Does he shoot in the co-op? And so you can't see me shooting like his gun, but Diddy Kong has a gun. The only way for you to see that is if you have another controller and you get to see Diddy Kong shoot his peanuts. What's the name of the island Donkey Kong lives in? And it's like, oh, that's easy. It's Donkey Kong Island. And you get a checkpoint in Donkey Kong Country. What is the name of the character that gives you the checkpoint? That one got me. That one got me really bad because I'm like, they gave him a name. So I was guessing, what is it? Piggy, Porky, because there's a parrot in the game that's been around since the first game, Squawks. And I got that answer right too. But Dr. Porkchop, I didn't know that. I had no idea they gave him a name. I laughed really hard. And they're like, and they were really happy to see like, oh, okay, we got him. We got one out of him. He didn't know his name was. What Dr. Porkchop's was. And I'm like, yeah, no, there was no way I was gonna know that one, cause that's not something that you find in the game. That's something that you find in the manual, and we're in 2025. Guess what the physical game does not have? Here it is. Here. There's your game. Hi. It's great, right? It looks super cute. Looks great. Looks great. This is the newest render we've ever gotten of Donkey Kong in a long time. But you see a manual? No, right? Come on. Please. That's all we got. But if you pre-order, you get this little guy. Such a shame. I know. You get this little guy if you pre-order. And this was cute. Professor Chops. Okay, you see, like that, I would not have known. There's no way, there's no indication for me to know. They call this a pen holder. I'm like, I like this stuff. And for the winner, if you participated, it doesn't matter who won. If you participated in the event, you actually got yourself character cards. You actually got yourself. First, they give you banana themed candy. They gave you banana Laffy Taffy and Now and Later's, and it's just like, this is cute. This is very cute. It's all simple stuff. You got. Also, he was the next question. Okay, what is the name of the tikis that took over the animals in Donkey Kong Land, in Donkey Kong Island? I'm like, I actually didn't know this one either. They got me on 2, but I did 11 questions right. And that was fun. Freaking, I wasn't gonna know what the hell his name was. Crazy Kalimba. You were to tell me what his name was. They don't speak. They don't say his name. How am I supposed to know? Unless I read the manual. There's no manual that tells me these things. Unless you had like the Wii version of the manual, which they had. It would have been cool if I was able to get it. You get these character cards, new renders. It's cool. I get to have this in my room. Great. So I played the game on the big TV. Hold on, there was a whole story. Hold on. It was a whole launch event for everyone to participate in. Banana throwing demo of the game, so a lot of kids and families got to play the game. Right. There was also like, you also got to race people. Whoever would beat the level first. It was really cute. And I won that, and trivia I won that. It was really fun. It doesn't matter who won though. There was so many people that didn't know a thing about Donkey Kong. They actually had no idea how to play the game. It doesn't matter how old the game is. It was because there's people that still didn't even know that it existed. The amount of people that was like, I've never seen Donkey Kong like this before. Hundreds. People from New York, passerbyers that grew up playing the SNES, families, random kids, etc. never saw this game before and got them to fall in love with Donkey Kong. I got to play on the huge TV where kids and families were watching me play. I moved so fast with the levels. I got to be... I get to have people impressed with the backgrounds, barrel blasts, musics. That's it. That meant everything to me. That was everything to me. It was awesome today. Seeing my favorite character being in the spotlight like this, being wild and cheering for him. That's all I ever wanted for the guy. So I was showcasing like how to play it, because it's not hard. But mind you, these are new generation people that have no idea what's going on, and people that hasn't played Donkey Kong since the SNES. So it made sense that they didn't know what the hell this game was, and this game is from the Wii, and they had no idea what this was. So we got to see a lot of eyes just like, oh my god, this game is so pretty, this game is so cool, I've never seen Donkey Kong move like this before. There were so many people that said the same thing. I've never seen Donkey Kong move like this before. And I'm like, oh my god. So I played the demo. There were 5 stations, right? So 4 on the sides here, and then there was the big station in the middle. And that's where all the kids and parents were sitting in between. And I'm like, okay, I'll play it. So I got to show them how to like move. I got to show them how to speed run. I got to play the levels, and they got to take it in. They actually got to see how Donkey Kong was meant to be played, at least in my hands. And it was so freaking fun. It was so freaking cute to see the kids going like, oh my god, that's Donkey Kong. And then they tell their parents like, I want to buy Donkey Kong. I'm like tearing up, man, because it's just like, oh my god, they want to play Donkey Kong. Like, that's all I ever wanted to do for anybody, is just show them that this game's really fun. I love Donkey Kong because of the level designs. I love Donkey Kong because all of its games are really fun. It didn't... Oh yes. There were so many people that didn't know a thing about Donkey Kong, and for those that did know, they were petty. They were petty and petty and petty. So imagine this. The people working at Nintendo, right, in Nintendo New York, were asking other people like, how do you feel about Donkey Kong so far, the new Donkey Kong game? And they were like, and the people that actually played games were just like, do we really want to count this as a new game? And I'm like, shut up, don't be like that, man. Because that's obviously not for you, dude. That was obviously not for you. These are for people that don't know these games. Like, if you're gonna be a person, like, you know, in my eyes, the person that actually played Donkey Kong before, played through the Wii and the 3DS version, what you should be saying is that the game actually looks so much prettier from before. The game feels responsive. We're actually past. Before, you don't play with controllers. If you're playing this game on Wii, if you're trying to speedrun, you have to shake your controller a lot. This was your gameplay for Donkey Kong, while also pressing jump at the same time. So not only do we have a better Donkey Kong experience, other than the 3DS version, this game also adds in the secret levels that were only on the Wii version, and the secret levels that were only on the 3DS version combined in this. This is a definitive way to play Donkey Kong. That's what you should be telling these people, not the fact that this is not a new Donkey Kong game. Don't tell that to them. You're ruining the spirit of what this event is for. It's for people that needs to see this game that has never seen it before. And we want actual opinions and criticisms for the game, not the fact that it exists. You are essentially hurting the game for the fact that it exists. At that point, you should not be here. This is a celebration, not a criticism center. What is the matter with you? That's my take. That is my take for this re-release. It is a very important game for me. It is very important that a lot of people experience this. It is the Donkey Kong game for people to start. And when you start, that's great because you're on the Switch. You know what that means? You also have Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. You know what that also means? You have the SNES. The SNES has all the original Donkey Kongs from Donkey Kong Country 1 through 3. Great! Great! Now, if you... Nintendo, I'm on my knees, and I'm begging you here. My life is yours if you could just put Donkey Kong 64 on the N64 app. I'm begging you. That would be it. My life would be yours. I would literally just do an entire marathon as soon... If Donkey Kong 64 was to release on here, I will definitely do a Donkey Kong marathon where I would play through all the games. And I would 100% Donkey Kong 64. Because that's the only way for you to beat that game, is if you 100% 64. I need that. That's sick. Heck yeah. Such a good influence. I try. Danny is a great influence. Danny, awesome influence. Bless you guys. Thank you. Danny made a good influence on my life. I can confirm. God bless. It's a different influence. It's when you're friends with me, it's a different influence. It was goated. The motion controls were fine on Wii. It was bad. Oh, you don't want to shake your freaking controller all day. Especially when you're speedrunning? No. Hell no. The thing is, people will complain no matter what, unfortunately. I know. And that's why I kind of just like sideline him, and I'm just like, I told him what I said. I literally told the coworker what I said, and he appreciated it, and it was great to see. And there were so many, all the coworkers that were there at Nintendo NYC were having so much fun and loved the energy, and it really they really liked me at least being around and showing off that stuff, because they saw me and they definitely appreciated it. They were laughing, we got to exchange info, and it was just awesome. It was just a good time, and that's all I was there for. It was just a good time to celebrate my monkey. I love this monkey. Did you know there's people who don't know what Chrono Trigger is? It's a travesty. Oh, 100%. Donkey Kong 64 on Nintendo Switch Online would go hard. It would. Danny was the light of my edge, and then I became less edge. Became just about... I tried. Whoa!